Hello, my name's Sarah Hogan, and today I'm here with the lovely Emma Bunn, who's going to tell you a little bit more about what she does and how we can work with her very soon. But this is the first one today in a small series of Women in Business, a little podcast about women in business that I'm running. As you know, I'm the female health practitioner, and I run Mums in Business International in Lincoln as I speak. And I kind of met Emma a few years ago, but we reconnected via this group, and just thought it would be a lovely thing to do a little mini series, just chatting and see where it takes us, basically. So, good afternoon, Emma. How are you?
Hello, thank you very much for having me here. I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, first, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I'm Emma. I'm a brand photographer with my business Natural Aspect. So I work with a range of different businesses, different genres to create engaging and inspiring visual portfolios so that businesses can market themselves and showcase their business and stand out from the competition. I'm also a mum to three, so it's busy, hectic, going for the elusive work-life balance. So it's all good fun.
Brilliant. And I know for a fact, because Emma kindly came to one of our meetings and did some photos for us, and they are absolutely lovely. So, firstly, thank you so much for
Oh,
doing
thank
that.
you.
It's
Thank
really,
you for
really.
having me there.
Oh no, it's really, really kind, and I think we all put our lip gloss on that day, which was quite, which
Yeah.
was quite funny. So I'm intrigued as to what brought you to the path of the business you're doing, and I know you do lots of charity work, which we're going to chat about soon, which is incredible. Don't know how you fit it all in, but how did you come? Like what brought you to this path of photography and predominantly, I would say, female business.
I've been a photographer so for the past 15 years. It was always something that I've an area that I've worked in. I did it through college, did it in university, and sort of specialised in university. And then I came out from university, worked as a portrait photographer, product photographer, commercial, landscape, you name it. I've been there. I've done newborns, families, and then obviously working in a family of my own. I needed a, I needed a business structure that wasn't necessarily not the 9 to 5. I needed the flexibility. I'm a forces wife, so at the drop of the hat, you can be solo parenting. So I decided to go fully self-employed just before my daughter was born. And it worked and it was great. And I was sort of doing portraiture here and there and getting to do some contract work as well. But following COVID, and obviously, I'm not alone, everybody's reassessed everything since COVID. So I decided to enroll in a course and kind of look at taking the business in a slightly different direction, but amalgamating everything that I've done. So I've done products and commercial and headshot and portraits, and now I've got a business that incorporates all of that. I get to meet new people. I get to find out about their passions, engage with them, and chat to them, and I'll get to work it into school hours. So for me, I feel like I'm on the right path to getting that work-life balance, because I can work it into the school hours. I get to do everything that I love, and there's, especially for women in business, there's a lot of us are mums, or a lot of us have other things going on. So we can't be we can't be working at 10 o'clock at night. It's not good for your well-being. It's not good for your mental health.
Phone
So it's
stops at 9. That's
yeah.
it.
And like I say,
Clock goes off.
you just keep going and keep going. And I think when I was working before, I was working like late into the night. You were up first thing in the morning. And it was just too much. I was burning myself out. And I've always loved being a photographer. But when I got to that point where I was like, I can't even be bothered to pick my camera up. That's when I knew. I was like, this is not working for me, and it's not working for the family. I'm not there at the weekends because I'm out shooting. So I reassessed and decided to take the business in this direction. And it's going, it's been 6 months since we relocated, and it's going really well. So I'm really happy with the decision that I've made.
Yeah, it sounds like the best one, but behind that is hard work as well. Quite often in business we think, I'll make that decision and it's going to like just boosh out of no. I mean, fair play if it does, but behind every decision we make to make it successful, there's a lot of work going in. And before the camera was recording, we were speaking a little bit about networking. Of course, I run networking events, and there's lots of different networking events around the UK, around Lincoln. And you were saying, and like myself, I'm luckily, I think I'm hopefully getting past the stage of my anxiety. I put a lot of self care and self work in there. But you were saying, like me, you've had bouts of quite crippling anxiety, and tell us a little bit about how you're overcoming that, and the networking and things that you're doing, and how that's maybe helping a little.
It definitely, yeah. I mean, I suffered, I'm like I said to you before we started, I'm very open and honest, because I kind of feel like that we all go through these things during our lives at some point, whether it's affecting us now or not, or has affected us. So I suffered with, I guess we would say, like a postnatal kind of depression, anxiety following the birth of my second child. And I became much more aware of it. And obviously with COVID and you're kind of taking time out from your work, I lost my confidence, and I found that just going, once I'm out, I'm fine. But and sometimes the process of getting ready to go out is okay, but the actual stepping over the threshold can be really, I really struggle with it. And I get physical reactions to it. So when I decided to take the business in this direction, networking was the kind of the marketing pillar, the element that made the most sense, because I'm more business to business. And I was absolutely petrified, so far out of my comfort zone to go, even on online and especially face to face. Actually, it was terrifying. And even now talking about it, I can kind of feel my heart. It's ridiculous, the physical reactions you have with anxiety, and it can be quite overwhelming and quite restrictive at times. So yes, as we sort of chatted about the networking, standing up in front of a group of people, and my business is my passion, is my love. So when you're standing up in front of all these people that you don't know and sort of talking about it, it can be quite overwhelming. But I have found the more that I do it, the easier it becomes. And I do a mix of different networking, and I'm kind of finding the ones that work for me and the ones where I feel comfortable and confident, and I'm around people who are like-minded. And obviously, like I rave about what you've brought to Lincoln, and obviously it all kind of came together with you around the time that I came back. So it was amazing, and I talk about it all the time to everybody, because that's got the feel, and the ethos that I want to embody for my business as well, to be inclusive and to boost confidence. And I want my clients to walk away feeling amazing, and to enjoy the whole experience, because having a photograph taken is, you're putting yourself out there. It's like standing up in front of a group of people, if it's not something you do all the time. So so I want an ethos like that, and that's why I like sort of finding networking groups that embody that. And yeah, and me, I love a cuppa and a cup of coffee and a cake and stuff. So to be honest, wherever that is, I'm there, and I'm good to have a chat.
Yeah. And for sure, like you said, when I took over Mums in Business International Lincoln, I really wanted it to be, well, kind of my vibe. I never went to networking events because they're just too stuffy. And like you're saying, some of them, it's very much, you get the elevator pitch and everything. And whereas I feel that, and I'm so pleased we've got that beautiful, like the Happy Culture Cafe where we go, which is gorgeous, that it is really chilled out. We just all sit there, the speakers just like, it's like a women's circle, isn't it, really? That we just sit and have a good old natter with a bit of business knowledge splattered in, and even a little bit of relaxation that I did with you all the other week as well.
Oh, that was amazing. Like, well, you saw the physical effects on me while I was doing it. So
Oh,
it is, but it's those, well, like you said, like some of the networking things can be a bit stuffy, and they can be really intense, and you feel like you're being sold to by like dozens of people, and that's not why I'm there. I'm not a salesy person. I kind of feel like you should organically grow your relationship with your clients. And sometimes I'll be the photographer for them, but sometimes I won't, and that's okay. I don't feel like there's the pressure element of it. it doesn't need to be there. So with the Mums in Business, because there's it's not just focused on a sales or not focused on marketing in everything. So with the one that you did, I came away and it was an amazing topic, and something like going live is terrifying for a lot of people, but it was around the kind of mental health element of it as well, and the relaxation and the physical side of it, which I've not actually, when we've spoken about going live before and things that I've done, it's like, go live, do this, say that, and I'm just like, that's just too much. Like I'm not that's not what I'm there for. But yeah, to sit and sort of take a breath and think about how it's affecting you. I found your talk really, really great. And like I said, it encompasses everything, that you've got the relaxation and you've got the kind of well-being element to the networking group, which not, I don't think I've been to any actually that
Well,
have like a well-being.
it's my bag, isn't it? You know, I
Yeah.
can't not. It's like cut me in half, and female health is my passion. You know, so I think it wouldn't be true to my, you know, it wouldn't be authentic, wouldn't be showing up as me if that didn't come across.
Yeah,
Because, and if you think about it logically as well, it's important that we put that deep self care in. You know, because if our boat crashes, you know,
that's it.
it's a
Yeah.
ripple effect, you know,
Yeah.
it's not just us, it's the families, it's the business and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, being a woman in business, I think primarily looking after ourselves on a deep caring, nurturing point of view is
Mm.
so incredibly important. And our mental health to be in the right place as well, because the only thing that holds us back in business is this, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Well, we've got,
Everybody can do it, you know. We've,
yeah,
you know, like you say, tick list, do this, do that, but it's
yeah,
here. It's here for sure.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
So, so Emma, I know that you do a lot of charity work, and I know you're very humble about it. But I'm going to. She is.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but I hope you don't mind me asking, because you know these causes are so incredibly important, and I think as well that what one that I'm particularly thinking of, something that people don't really like to speak about.
It is definitely. I mean, yeah, so I work as a volunteer photographer. So they're both these charities. I actually during the 3 years that we were away in Wales, and obviously through COVID, I decided, because business is kind of taken a step back with business, but I wanted to be able to still use my skill set. I decided to join these two charities, one of which is Remember My Baby. So we offer free photography within hospitals, hospice, for families who have recently suffered a bereavement. Now, this is, again, I'm very open and honest, so I do talk about this because I really feel like it's such a taboo subject. People don't talk about it. And, you know, I had a conversation with somebody I met recently, and I said, you know, I was chatting to her about her charity. So I work for another charity, and I said, an instant, she was like, oh my goodness, I wish that had been there. I wish I'd known about you, her, what she went through. And I think because it's not something that's spoken about, and not widely sort of circulated, it's missed, and people don't get the opportunity then. And some people want to have it and some people don't. Some people will have me there and I'll hear from them after I've delivered the images or not. They will say to me, thank you, but I don't want to look at them. Like, that's fine, but in 10 years time they're there for you regardless. So you do, yeah, so I go into the hospital settings and meet these families, and you know, obviously I'm meeting them on what is the absolute
Yeah.
worst time of their lives. They're in, you know, there's such a huge variety of emotions. You know, one session I can be having like a full-blown conversation about the randomest things with a parent, and then the next session, you know, everybody is just devastated and just visually, and you know, they're on the point of breaking down, and it can be just one extreme to the other. But I just sort of feel I can do it. I can go and do this very small little thing for them at this devastating time. And you know, and I'm very fortunate that the work that my I have time to do it and the skill set to do it, and I kind of think, why not? And I've always felt that volunteering, I like to help people, I like to be able to give back, because there's times when I needed support in different ways, or for example, when you move to a new area and you've got a young child and you're miles away from home, you're miles away from your support system. I went to sessions that were run by volunteers, and it made a huge difference to me. It got me out of the house. I wasn't sat in the house the whole day with a baby thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to do. There's lots of things that you can do as a volunteer and donate your time. So yeah, Remember My Baby is quite, like I said, a very taboo subject to talk about, but something that I do mention. And I also work with Butterfly Wishes Network. So we provide free sessions then for families who've got children with life-limiting diseases and ailments. So again, we get to work photo shoots like so far down on their list of priorities. So we just, we make these arrangements for me. We go out on location, and it just takes them out of it for a while, and they get those pictures that actually they would love to be able to go and have photo sessions, but their situation doesn't allow for it to happen. Or it can be, and I say to everybody, I'm like, guys, if you wake up and we're booked in for 10 and 9 o'clock and it's all gone, just message me. It's fine, but sometimes you can't necessarily do that when you're booking things in and paying and all the other things that go into it. So it's nice that it's quite a relaxed setting for them to do it and work with the charity. So yeah, charity work is important to me, and I'm just very fortunate that I have a time and a skill set that I can use at the moment
I
to just
think
help
it's
people.
I think it's absolutely amazing what you do. I think it's absolutely amazing what you do, and for both charities, like you say, something that is kind of zero on their list, but it can
Mm.
be so beneficial. For yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. And as you were talking, you're going into somebody's day that's probably the worst day of their life. So it's a very humbling and privileged thing to be part of. And as you were saying that, I can't help but think about these women who, have been through the trauma of giving birth, to then have this trauma, of maybe having
Mhm.
a stillborn, and the repercussions, because then their body is still then healing from giving birth. And it is just never ending, the list of
It
things.
is,
And
yeah,
again, their own health, of course, because of the awful grieving process that they're
yeah,
going through, will be so low on their list. So thank
yeah.
you
Well,
sincerely. I think it's
it's like you say, it's just something. It sounds ridiculous. It's just something that I'm able to do at the moment. So I just think, why shouldn't you? If you've got the opportunity to help, then that's what I say to the kids. Just be kind. Just be, it's such a much nicer place to be if you're kind and helpful and aware. So
yeah.
yeah, it's something that I talk about, but then when people I'm like, oh no, it's fine.
No, it's more than fine. For sure, it's way more than fine. So, coming away from your charity work, so if, say, I was to book a session in with you, what would I expect? What happens? What do I do? Because people get nervous about that. I'm thinking, oh God, when I
Yeah,
have a photo taken, what do I do? What's happening? What? I mean, I probably wouldn't, because I like having my photo taken, but
yeah.
but in general, what would we expect?
Well, there's a lot of planning and getting to know you before we get to the actual photo session. And I
So
feel it's
important,
really
yeah,
important, so
yeah.
important, because, like I said, sometimes I'll be the photographer for somebody and sometimes I won't. But you get to know and you build a relationship with somebody, because actually, you know when you photograph and you want it to be, my brand name is Natural Aspect. I want it to be natural. I want it to be, I can very easily tell when somebody's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable, or maybe they've been posed a little bit too, or it's all kind of not, and we have a bit of shake it out and we have a bit of a laugh and then go back into it. But yeah, there's a lot of planning and getting to know you, and I like to identify sort of the different themes for a branding shoot that you want to cover. So, we can look at the client journey, client interaction, we include products, we can do headshots, we do you in action, behind the scenes, we can include your family, because with everybody's business, large or small, there is a story behind why you do what you do and how you've got to where you are. And when you're standing out from the competition and you want to sort of showcase yourself, it is important to share that story and to do that visually. Obviously, in the age that we are, everything's very visual, whether it be still image or moving image. And it's really important to have it looking slick and professional, and it just gives you that edge. So a lot of planning goes into it, and then when we do the session, ultimately it's just we're having fun. So we've done all the planning, we know exactly how it's all going to go, we just go out and have some fun with it. And sometimes the session can run exactly how we planned it, great. Sometimes it deviates a little bit, that's fine as well, and we can throw in a whole new theme on, when it's a creative process the whole way through. So it's not rigid of like, well, we have to do at 10:10, we have to do this shot, and 10:15. You just go with the flow, and that's how you capture that essence of your business, that ethos of your business. Your brand values come through. So there's a whole kind of process to it. And then the way that I work then is that I book a couple of days out straight after our session. So you get those images within like 2 working days, because I kind of feel it's important. We've had a great time. Other way around, I'd be buzzing. I'd be like, right, I want those pictures, let's get them up and share them.
Where are they?
So and it's and I know some photographers like, oh, it'll be 2 weeks. I'm like, no, just we've captured it all, we've got it in camera, a little few tweaks. I don't go insane with filters and stuff, because it's not you. I want it to be true to you and true to your business. So there's a couple of days of editing, and then by the end of that second working day, you'll get delivered your pictures, and they're all sized and ready, so you can literally download and go straight social media, website, whatever you want. And then I'm always there after as well. So, and a lot of my clients, even I keep in touch with, and a lot of them become friends, and it's because we've built that relationship.
Yeah, I think that's lovely. It sounds amazing. And I will be using your services, but I've got some announcements soon too, so I've got to wait till that's all okay to announce before I can. Top secret there.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to work with you, Emma, where can we find you? How do we get in contact?
Well, oh God, so you can get me through the website in a moment. It is currently under development, but you can still contact me through the website, which is naturalaspect.uk. I'm also obviously on Instagram and Facebook again, which is at naturalaspect.uk, and I'm on LinkedIn. I like to be everywhere. You can all Google business me as well, wherever you like.
Oh, there's all over this one.
I'm there. Like I've got to practice what I preach. I've got to have that presence. So you can
So it'd
contact
be
me
all
anyway.
under Natural Aspects. So if we
Natural Aspects and Natural Aspects UK, So you'll be able to find me that way. And just drop me a message, whether you've got questions, whether you're, some people do come to me like, I'm not sure if I'm quite ready, or this. We just have a chat. Sometimes maybe we'll be like, maybe it's not quite for you. We've got, there's different things we can do, although I have various packages, working with businesses, and because I work with such a range of businesses and size of businesses, it can become a bit more of a bespoke package and a bespoke journey. So there's just so much you can do with each other and do with the business. It's an exciting prospect to be able to sort of book in with a photographer and get a brand shoot and celebrate you and your business all in one.
I love it. Well, Emma, thank you so much for giving up some of your time today to have a chat. It's always a pleasure. And I'll put the links either above or below or at the side, wherever this comes. And I wish you every success. And I know we chat all the time anyway. So thank you again. It's been lovely speaking to you. And we'll do another one soon.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, lovely. It's been great.
You're welcome. Let's enjoy the sunshine now.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.